Greetings young warriors, Iznib here at the Full Gamut. Just wanted to make a quick video to kind of as way of an introduction to my Brutal Doom Let's Play videos. I'm sure anyone watching this will already know what Doom is, but if for some reason you don't, let me tell you. Doom is a game that was originally released for PC back in 1993, and although it wasn't the very first-person shooter, I'd probably say it was the first one that really matters. And honestly, you could kind of look at it as the grandfather of the first-person shooter genre. Every modern first-person shooter, in my opinion, owes something to Doom's legacy. So, even if you're not into Doom yourself, we all owe it its due course, for all the other games we have because of it. But for me personally, when I played it as a child, I was obsessed with it. Any time I wasn't playing it, I was thinking about playing it. And I would say personally, it was definitely an incredibly formative and influential game for me. So that brings us to the question, what is Brutal Doom? So Brutal Doom is a mod for Doom made by a young gentleman by the name of Sergeant Mark IV. I don't know who he is or anything about him, but God bless him. Thank you, Sarge. Appreciate it very much. And what the Brutal Doom mod does for Doom is it kind of overhauls the whole game. It introduces new weapons, lots of tweaks to the original weapons to make them better, or at least how I feel how they should be. There's new enemy types. There's new enemy AI. The enemies behave differently, a lot of them, more intelligently, so they're more fun to fight against. It's definitely a gore enhancement. There's a lot more, it's far more dynamic in how the enemies can die, and blood and mutilation. There are settings to crank that up. I find on the standard setting it's enough. I've not even looked at the enhanced blood version, but it's still a lot of fun. In the past year or so that I've been playing Brutal Doom, to me, I feel it's the definitive version of Doom. I haven't since played Vanilla Doom, and honestly, I don't think I'm ever going to play Vanilla Doom ever again. There's really no reason to. Brutal Doom is the definitive Doom experience. I'll leave in the description a link to the Brutal Doom wiki if you want to read more about the details about exactly what is included and has been changed from the vanilla version of the game. Also leave a link down the bottom if you want to download it yourself and give it a go if you don't already have it. I'm sure you do though. So, slightly more technical terms, to actually play Brutal Doom, obviously you need your copy of Doom, the original game. You download Brutal Doom, and you need something called a source port to run it all. Now, I'm using one called GZ Doom. I'll leave a link in the description so you can have a look and download that if you like. You don't need this, but I'm also using something called Z Doom Launcher. That's a little program that it pulls your source port, your game files, Brutal Doom, and any other little mods you may have found that you want to use in conjunction with Brutal Doom. Kind of pulls them all into one place, and it makes it kind of a little bit easier to launch. So I'll leave a link in the description to download that if you want to have a little look at that. Now, the other things I'm using for my playthroughs, I'm using a custom HUD, which I think looks very nice. Unfortunately, I don't remember where I downloaded that from. I'll try and pull the name of it so you can try and search for that yourself. And I'm also using a lighting and texture pack to kind of make it look as good as it can. And I think it looks great. Fortunately, I don't remember where I downloaded those from either. So you might have to do a little bit of searching yourself for that. Just to give a bit of information on how I'm going to be proceeding with the Let's Plays. Now, Brutal Doom includes custom difficulty settings. Now, if you remember from Vanilla Doom, it has 5 difficulties, going from incredibly easy to ridiculously hard. Now, Brutal Doom has extra difficulty settings. The one I play on is Ultra Violence Easier. Now, all that means is it's exactly the same as Ultra Violence, but enemies do 33% less damage. Now, that seems quite a lot, and I think in the Doom playing community, if you're part of that community, please let me know in the comments, that generally speaking, Ultra Violence is the standard difficulty setting. Now, I can get through the base games on Ultra Violence pretty well. When I start getting in, when we start looking at some custom levels made by other people, the difficulty ramps up considerably. Now, I am not very good at the game. I love playing it. I can get by most of the time, but I'm really not that great at it. So for me, and also to use as a comparison, to compare like the difficulty of the base games to harder levels made by other people, that's the difficulty setting I like to go for. So I think that's basically everything I wanted to say, which I haven't specifically covered in the videos. So thank you very much for watching. Please enjoy my Brutal Doom videos. If you like them, please comment on them. Feel free to subscribe. Thanks for watching. Be seeing you.